Hi, friends, and welcome back to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and if your weekends tend to fly by in a blur of errands, family events, and trying to squeeze in some rest, you're definitely not alone. In today's video, I'm sharing how I prep for the weekend in a way that's intentional, doable, and even restorative. Whether you're juggling a busy household or trying to carve out time for yourself, this one's for you. Weekends can feel like this open space that should magically balance productivity and relaxation, but in reality, they can disappear fast. Spending a few minutes before the weekend starts helps me create space for everything that matters, getting things done and slowing down. Weekend planning keeps me from overcommitting, reminds me to build in rest, and helps me start the next week strong. I plan my weekends using 5 simple categories: scheduled events, errands, to-do list, self-care and rest, and my Sunday reset. Let's walk through how I address each category. I start by reviewing scheduled events, things already on the calendar like soccer games, dinner plans, and any chauffeuring duties I have for the weekend. Seeing the full picture not only helps me avoid overscheduling and keeps our weekend feeling more spacious, but it also makes it easier to plan errands and tasks around the places that will already be. Once I pencil the events in for the weekend, I can then batch my errands around those events. If I'm already driving to a soccer game, I'll schedule a grocery pickup or a pharmacy run on the way home. Grouping errands this way saves me from extra trips and gives me more time back later. To-do lists can get tricky. I've tried all kinds of approaches: time blocking, limiting it to the top 3 tasks, or prioritizing by urgency. Lately, I've been writing a categorized list with my top priorities for each area of life: home, personal, and this YouTube channel. That gives me structure without making it feel rigid. And if I veer off the list for something like reorganizing a junk drawer or tackling a random cleaning project, that's okay too. I just try to anchor my time in what matters most. Then, and this part is crucial, I schedule something just for me. That might be a nap, a walk, reading, or a manicure. For me, it usually takes the form of an everything shower on Sunday morning and a little pampering before bed. I write my plans in my planner. Otherwise, it's too easy to push it aside. And rest is not wasted time. It's how we recharge to fully show up. Lastly, I do a Sunday reset to wrap up the weekend and prep for the week ahead. I finish and put away laundry, tidy up the main living areas, and map out my action plan for Monday. It doesn't need to be a big cleaning spree, just enough to give future me a fresh start. So let's look at a real example for my weekend. You can feel free to choose any kind of notebook or planner that you want. Today, I'm just going to use this cheap or inexpensive notebook with graph paper inside of it. This is my favorite kind of notebook and what I almost always am using if I grab just a plain spiral bound notebook. I did write myself a little cheat sheet for how I like to attack planning out my weekend. So, the very first thing that I'm going to do is break this sheet into 3 fairly equal columns: one for Friday, one for Saturday, and one for Sunday. There's no reason to wait until Saturday morning for me to start accomplishing my weekend task list. So I went through my calendar to try to find a typical weekend. And guess what? I realized that there is no such thing as a typical weekend. This weekend is a little bit crazier than most weekends because my daughter has a soccer tournament. And I will be planning my weekend like I'm actually planning my weekend. This is a for real plan for this weekend. So, the first part of my plan is to write out all of the events for this weekend. So, my daughter has games at 8, noon, and 6 on Saturday, and 8 and 4 on Sunday. And then, in addition to that, I have a shift in the snack bar from 10 to 1 on Saturday. My mom is also going to come watch some of the games. So, just trying to think through the transportation of the weekend could be a little challenging. I'm not sure how busy they are expecting it to actually get, but it seems like it will be a busy day. Then I'll come back in and write in my errands for the weekend. All of the tournament games are actually in town, in our little town. And so I don't plan on going into a bigger town to shop or do returns or anything like that. So all of my errands will need to be done on Friday. And those errands include picking up lunch meat, dropping off some things at the thrift store, and then running into town to pick up a grocery order. But there will be no errands done on Saturday or Sunday. Then I'll come back in and start working on my to-do items. So for my home or personal, I usually combine those two into one section. On Friday, I really need to clean the floors. The kitchen floor, somebody spilled something and it's like gritty, so I need to get the floors cleaned tomorrow. Then I need to make sure I stay on top of the laundry because my daughter, of course, has to wear the same thing on Saturday and Sunday, and she only has one of those shirts. We did not have an opportunity to buy extras, so I need to do laundry both days. Then on Friday, I really need to remember to do my kids' final forms. My son's sports physical needs to be updated by August 1st, and I have it. I just need to upload it and fill out the forms. My daughter's needs updated, and my son's other school, he also goes to the Career Tech, that one needs to be completed as well. And instead of waiting until school starts or right before school starts, I want to go ahead and get those things done now. The other thing that I need to do is book a dumpster for cleaning out our basement. So, since I'm not sure what the game plan is on Saturday in between games, I don't want to overschedule my Saturday. So, my thought is that if I am going to be home, I will do some yard work like pulling weeds from the garden and the flower beds, and then maybe even getting out the pressure washer and pressure washing the front of the house, the porch, and the sidewalk. I know that by the time we get home after the 6 o'clock game, I am not going to want to be doing physical labor other than that load of laundry that I need to do. And because I was at a soccer scrimmage tonight, I am a little bit behind on editing videos. So Friday night, I'll have to edit the video that's going up on Saturday. Saturday, I'll have to edit the video that's going up on Sunday. And then Sunday, I will need to record the video that goes up on Monday. I normally get up early and edit Monday's video on Monday morning. Then it's time to schedule in that self-care and rest. And there won't be a lot of rest necessarily, except while I'm sitting and watching soccer games. But I do want to paint my nails this weekend. I have not painted my nails in a while. They have not been doing great with nail polish, but I would like to paint my nails on Sunday. But being realistic, I know that I won't do an everything shower Sunday morning. Let's be realistic. I'll be lucky if I shower before we go to the 8 o'clock game. And then in the evening, I do need to do my Sunday reset, both for my home and for making all the plans. So I'm really trying to get back into that mindset of setting myself up for success during the week. But as you can see, especially on Saturday, I tried to take into consideration how much time I actually had to do tasks and then filled in that available time. So that's how I prep for the weekend, intentionally, but without piling on pressure. It helps me balance what needs to get done with what I want to make time for. If your weekends feel like they're running you instead of the other way around, try this framework and see how it feels. I'd love to hear in the comments what's one thing you always include in your weekend plan. Thanks for spending part of your day with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you enjoy planning content. I share videos to help you organize your life and make space for what matters most. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.